In this video, we will present the piping fill type. Piping is a unique type of fill. The software scans the shape of the object and creates contour lines trying to fill the object. Suppose you don't like the default piping fill on these three basic shapes. Well, you may adjust piping objects by adding directions and divides. Piping objects may have many divide and direction lines. You can also add separate directions on each divided part. It is easy to create unique fill effects using piping together with direction and divides. One more thing we need to mention is that for row fill, you can also create spiral effects by applying point directions. Let's see how you can customize piping. First of all, you may apply any style of stitches. You can also apply patterns to get a different analogy in the placement of stitches. Using density, you can adjust the distance between the lines. Piping is usually used for filling strange shapes that may have wide and narrow parts. By default, the software adds shorter lines to fill the wider areas and avoid too many threads on top of the other in narrower parts. If you disable short long and start the slow redraw, you will see that lines start from one side to the other. On the wide part this is okay, but on the narrow parts there are too many threads on top of the other. So with short long enabled, the software adds extra lines on the wider parts to get a better embroidery result. Piping uses an advanced step for the stitches, and you can adjust this advanced step using the length value. To have a better view here, you may disable the short-long stitches. Now, using sequence option, you can manually change the position of a part in the design order. And using remove overlaps, you can enable or disable the automatic filler, which removes overlaps between objects for vector designs. These options will be presented into separate demonstrations. So, in brief, the real power of piping is that you can easily fill irregular shapes. Look at this design. Isn't it amazing?